So, there's been a bit of conflict in your relationship with your sister.
I don't like when she blames stuff.
Have you noticed this too, Debbie? That there's been, do you know what I mean by conflict? That there's been,
problems.
Yeah, there's been problems in this relationship with Mark. Have you noticed that as well?
Yeah, what I'm noticing mostly is that he takes stuff and he reverses it. Like stuff that's his fault, he reverses it to over us, makes it our fault, and he thinks that's the way it should be. But
Right.
but if all he's gonna do is keep on blaming me for stuff that I don't even do,
Right.
then I figure what's the point of me being there if he's gonna do that?
Okay, so this problem has really interfered in your relationship with Mark,
Yeah.
has it?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say that this problem's interfered in your relationship with Debbie?
Yeah,
It has.
and
What effects has that had on your relationship, this problem? What's this problem been doing to your relationship, this conflict that you have, these disagreements that you have?
she thinks that.
Could I just ask that question of Debbie? Is that okay?
Yeah.
What's happened to your relationship with Mike, Debbie, since this conflict has been here?
Well, one night I had over one of my friends
Yeah.
and from school, and on our way, because we were walking,
Yeah.
he ran into some of his stepdad's cousins
Yeah.
that were smoking, and we came back, and I guess we were smelling a little bit like cigarettes or something, and my brother said, "Oh, Dad, they've been smoking," and which we weren't. And he just does stuff like that, and just aggravates me. Sometimes I just wish I could belt him.
What effect has this had on you?
It just makes me real mad.
It makes you mad?
Yeah,
okay, I'll
because-
write that down. What other effects does it have on you, Debbie? Makes you mad? Yeah?
Makes me angry.
Makes you angry? Yeah?
And he embarrasses
It's
me and my parents in front of our friends.
So it's embarrassing for you?
Yeah, and just makes me feel real uncomfortable.
Makes you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
She goes in my room.
What effect does it have, Mike? I mean, how does it affect you? I know that it's upsetting Debbie.
Well, it's upsetting to me because she leaves stuff in my room. And every when I come for weekends, I find stuff, food and silverware and drinks laying in my room.
Right.
And she forgets to bring them out.
And what effect does that have on you?
I get tired of her leaving stuff in my room.
Is it upsetting? So it's not pleasing to you, right?
I don't like
Okay.
when she leaves stuff in my room and doesn't.
You know, it's not
And she
pleasing.
makes me clean it up and clean up
So-
after her.
So is it upsetting to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this morning,
And what else? What other? I mean, so far Debbie's told me that this problem that's been interfering in your relationship makes her mad and angry and embarrassed and uncomfortable, and I know that upsets you. What else does it do to you? This conflict between the two of you.
like when we went when we went to when we went to my mom's friend's wedding. It was up. Where was that at? Well, I think it was
Trinity Center.
Trinity Center.
Yeah.
We there was like they had some people were getting married. They didn't have any place else to sit because people were taking up all the chairs, hogging up all the chairs, and they wouldn't let nobody else sit down. And then after that, we went to the reception, and there was hardly any place to sit. Some people had to sit, but there's no other places to sit. So that was kind of unfair because
Would you feel left out?
yeah, because
You felt left out,
because
okay.
other people got to sit down, we didn't. That's kind of unfair.
Other people didn't either.
Okay. So, yes, I understand, but I'm just trying to get some idea of what effect it's having on you. So, the problem's been what? Isolating you a bit? Do you know what that word means?
Yeah, being not part of the group.
Okay, it's been isolating to you.
And I don't...
What's it like when you feel isolated? What's that like? Do you feel miserable when you feel isolated?
Kind of.
Part of the group? You do?
Yeah, and you know what? When I'm over, you have to have staff watch you 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
That I don't think that should happen. They also use cuss words when they know it's not appropriate.
Right.
They
Okay.
let kids get a. They like.
What effect does that have on you?
I don't like the way staff cuss over there.
You don't like that?
They need to have their mouths washed out with soap.
Okay. So, you'd like to sort of protest against that in some way, would you?
Yeah, I feel like going on strike with them.
Going on strike?
Yeah, hold up a sign that says. I like to get a whole bunch of my friends from Fairfield and start making signs that say.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I feel like doing.
Okay, that sounds like a great idea. Is that your idea, or is
Yes, it's my idea.
it's an idea that you came up with?
Start making signs that say.
Okay, so you reckon that it's time for you to go on strike. Where'd you get the idea from?
From watching people go on strike against food for less,
Right.
saying that people shouldn't shop there and stuff.
Okay, so that's where you got the idea from, and you thought this would be a good idea to use in a situation where some of the staff are cussing, and what else did you say?
They abuse you there. They deliver, like when somebody does something wrong, they throw the kids on the floor and they abuse them. They threaten you. They abuse people there.
Okay.
They
Can I just ask what your mum and
and
dad
I don't
whether
like
they've
it.
witnessed any of this?
That's why I feel like putting them on strike.
What do you think of that idea, Debbie?
I feel that what they do over there, some of it is fair, but some of it is not. But I feel that, on the other hand, I feel that the only reason that they threaten the kids is some of them need to have that done to them so that
But they should
can-
not be.
Just hold on,
so
Mike,
that-
hold on.
they'll listen and they'll be good.
Right.
And-
Tell me, what do you think about Mike's idea of going on strike? Do you think
I
that's a
don't
good
think-
idea or not?
Yeah,
No,
I
I
think
don't-
it is.
I don't think so. I don't think that it's going to work. But
You don't think it's going to work? Do you think
No.
it's a reasonable idea? It might not
No.
work, but you don't think it's a reasonable idea?
No, I think that since those kids over there, since they don't, most of them probably don't even treat him well, but he calls them his friends. I don't think that he should really get upset when they punish him because the kids, he doesn't even know what happens after he goes to bed. The kids might come out and try to hit the staffs and stuff like that, and they probably have a darn good reason to sit on him.
Are you surprised to hear about Mike's loyalty to his friends? Did you know that he had loyalty to friends like this?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. That's
And I-
surprised.
No.
Hold on, Mike.
No, but I was,
It's not it is a surprise to you, or it's not
Yeah,
a surprise
yeah,
to
it
you? It
is.
is a surprise to you.
but
Okay, that he could be a loyal person, that's a surprise
yeah,
to you.
yeah, but.
Because the reason why I feel like putting a protest against, because I don't think it's right that they should lock kids up behind locked facility, because my mom doesn't even like the idea locked facility.
Right.
That's why she's gonna get fired, and she's going to take him off the case.
Could you tell me about this, Vicky?
I think Michael's kind of jumping the gun a little bit.
Yeah.
It is true.
I don't like the idea of him being locked up because in the other placements and things, he wasn't locked up.
Right. Okay.
When he first got picked up, he was at Riyadh West, and that's not a locked facility.
It's
That's in
unlocked.
Sacramento. He's been to Willow Creek
It's in Santa
Residential
Rosa.
in Santa Rosa. It wasn't a locked facility.
Santa Barbara.
And Santa Barbara.
Devereaux.
Right.
But the only ones he was ever locked up in was
Was
like
two.
first, Michael, let me talk. First hospital in Vallejo, and it was
Wasn't he
in the
locked up in-
Aldea program also, which was a non-locked facility. And I don't like the idea of him going to a locked facility when I know that he can live, the other way.
Okay, so in a way you're also protesting.
Right.
Protesting, okay.
Wasn't Mike locked up in juvenile hall too?
Well, yeah, but
That was his first
the
place.
thing about this is I just don't like the man's attitude, I
Right.
guess.
Okay.
I guess that's what I'm protesting mostly about
Right.
because
And how are you making your protest known, Vicky?
I just talk to David all the time.
Okay, all right. So you're letting your protest be known through
But
David.
I don't feel that it's fair when all the man does is look at Michael's records and he doesn't view him as a person. He just goes by the records and makes his judgment where he's going to send him and things like this.
He's dragging his feet. He's doing it purposely
So he's not seeing Mike.
Evidently, he
He's
isn't.
not seeing Mike at all. Mike's not visible to him.
Get done,
Okay.
so that he can be placed somewhere that he can live.
I've
somewhere
been
else.
I've been there long enough, and I think it's time for me to get out of there.
Right, there are lots and lots of issues here, and obviously they're all issues that need to be addressed. Can I just ask a question, Mike? You reckon your mum said something about you being ready to get out of there or something? Is that correct? Do you know what your mum's talking about?
Yeah.
What is she talking about? What she noticed about you that tells her that you're ready?
Well, I know how to help my mom and dad make food, like
Sorry, you know how to
cook.
cook? Okay,
Yeah.
you know how to cook?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else tells her that you're ready to get out of that place? Can I write these down? Because this is
Yeah.
interesting for me to get a picture of who you are as a person right now.
And
So, cooking?
yeah, and like chores, like doing house chores and stuff.
Chores?
Like,
Okay. What's happening with chores?
Like feeding the dog food and water, giving her fresh water,
Right.
and cleaning up after the cats, like when they get sick or some, take care of them.
Cat box.
Yeah, clean the cat box,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
and
So you're getting good at sort of supervising your life? Is that
yes,
right?
yeah.
Okay. You've noticed this too? All right. I just want to catch up with you, Debbie. You mentioned that you're not a kid anymore. Is that correct?
Yeah, but my parents still consider me as a kid.
Well, what have you noticed about yourself that tells you that you're not a kid anymore?
Well, a few years back, I remember when my parents, even if my mom, she thought, I wonder why Debbie doesn't cook. My first night when I was home, I cooked a meal, but my dad didn't really like it, so I guess he just threw it in the microwave and turned it on, and it got burnt.
Oh, dear. Yeah. That's bad luck.
Yeah, and
What have you been noticing recently about yourself that's helped you understand that you're not a kid anymore?
Well,
What have you been noticing
when I was a
about what you've been
kid,
doing? Yeah, what are you doing
when I
that's
was a
different?
kid, I kept my room, all my toys everywhere.
Yeah,
And now I have different spots. My clothes may not be in my dresser all the time, but I have different spots
right,
where they are at in my room.
right.
Like a spot here and then there.
You
and
mean
then
you've got
over by
organised?
my bed.
You've got organised? Okay, so you've got your life organised more.
Yeah.
Okay, can I interrupt for a moment, Mike? These developments that you've noticed in yourself are pleasing to you, I guess. Are they pleasing to you? Mm-hmm. Okay. And are they pleasing to you, Mike, the developments that you've noticed in Debbie?
Yeah.
They are pleasing to you. Okay, all right. And what's the most pleasing development that you've noticed in terms of what's happening in Debbie's life? Mike, can I ask you the question that I asked Debbie? You know, Debbie said that you said it was pleasing to see some of these developments taking place in Mike's life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the fact that you're doing things at your own suggestion. You're becoming your own advisor more, in a way. Would you say that's the case?
Yeah.
Becoming an advisor to yourself. What's it like for you to know that Debbie's pleased to see that you're becoming an advisor to yourself?
I don't know.
Is that? Are you positive about that? Or
Yeah.
You're positive about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What sort of differences could that make in your
Like,
relationship
what
with
do
Debbie?
you mean by differences?
Well, how could it improve the relationship with Debbie?
Try to do things different, not doing the same thing. Like, do things different.
Okay, sort of not locked into the same old, not
Bickering and stuff.
bickering. Okay. So, do you have an idea that you could free this relationship from bickering? Is that the idea that you have?
Yeah.
Is that an idea that you have?
What?
That you could manage to free this relationship
Yeah.
from bickering?
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think there's a basis now for freeing this relationship from bickering?
Yeah.
You think there's a basis for that? Okay.
Start reading the Bible.
Okay. What do you think about that? I mean, because I've been talking mainly to Mike and also to Debbie, it seems like there's a basis for an improving relationship here. What do you think about that? I was asking your mum and your dad.
Oh.
Vicky, what do you think about that? Is that an idea that's a positive idea?
I think, yeah, I think it's good if they can hold it together.
You think it would be good? Okay, all right. What sort of qualities do you think you'd see emerging in their relationship if, in fact, this is a basis for improvement? And
Well, maybe they wouldn't be so jealous of each other,
not so
and they
jealous of
wouldn't
each
argue as much,
other? Okay,
and maybe just learn to accept each other's ideas.
okay. What are your thoughts on it? We have so little time to do it in.
The lights are making me hot.
Yeah, they're
Thirsty.
making me hot too. Yeah, I can see that you're perspiring here. Yeah, are you hot as well?
Yeah, my hands are real sweaty.
Yeah,
boy.
mine are a little sweaty as well. I've been noticing that.
Yeah, mate.
I didn't know whether my hands were sweaty because I was so nervous, because there's so many people watching this meeting, or whether it was the lights, but maybe it's a combination of both. Did you get nervous about this meeting?
Not really.
You didn't? Did you get nervous?
A little bit.
A little? How about the two of you?
Yes.
You did?
I don't think I am as much as I thought I was going to be.
Yeah, okay, all right. So you've somehow managed to you know, stop the nervousness from affecting you. And you're not nervous.
Not really.
Well, you have to tell me what your secret is, Mike. Could you give me...
It's the lights are, when they shine down, it's making my hands sweat. It's hot.
Could you give me coaching on keeping cool?
Water.
Could you help me understand how you manage to keep cool in these situations?
Water.
Water? No, I mean in terms of not getting nervous, not... could you give me some advice about how to keep cool in these sorts of situations?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, I was pretty nervous about the situation. I could say I wasn't really all that cool, feeling all that cool about it when I came in.
That's kind of a hard question.
Well, would you think about it, and you might have an answer for me towards the end of the meeting. You know, Debbie said some things that gave me a picture of you as being an advisor to yourself. Is that right?
Yeah, I
Can I ask you a question about this? Okay, I know that you've got more to tell me about that, and I'd like to hear more about the ways in which you're becoming an advisor to yourself, but we're running a bit short of time. Do you think this means that you're becoming your own problem solver?
Yeah, like, so, like,
Do you think that's the case, that you're becoming your own problem solver now?
yeah, solve mysteries and stuff.
Solve mysteries. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you know what? This new picture that I have of you as a person doesn't fit with this picture.
I know.
Okay? Because I've really today taken a photograph of you in my own mind that doesn't fit with this photograph. Okay? Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you?
Kind of.
Can you understand how this picture that I have of you as a person doesn't fit with the picture here? So I'd like just to put this behind me right now, because it doesn't fit with this new picture of you, does it? I also understand that you're able to keep your cool. Now, keeping your cool doesn't really fit with lighting fires, does it?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. I just wondered whether or not
I try not to think about it as much.
you try not to think about it. as
Yeah,
much.
I mind other things like becoming a fireman and
Okay.
put out
Putting
fires.
out fires instead of lighting fires is something
Yeah.
that you become
Kind-
more interested in that?
Yeah, kind of like get a application from one of the fire department in Fairfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'd like to say that I think that Mike's idea about going on strike might be very helpful, because do you think, Mike, that in a way for you to work with Debbie to improve your relationship is like going on strike? It's like refusing to cooperate with the bickering?
Yeah,
Is that like going on strike?
you might say that.
You might say that. Do you understand what I mean, Debbie? That for you and Mike to refuse to cooperate with the bickering, for you to take your relationship away from the bickering and have it for yourselves, you know, do you think there should be a relationship for the bickering, or do you think it should be a relationship for the two of you?
For
Yeah.
the two of us.
For the two of you. Okay. Do you think that this is a bit like going on strike, refusing to go along with the bickering?
Yeah.
It's a bit like that. Okay. And I understand you're doing some pioneering work, Mike. I understand that you're doing some pioneering work, and you've got some ideas about extending that
Yeah,
and winning your relationship back with each other.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, the other questions I have that I'm not going to get to ask, but I'm going to have to share with David, is that I want to know how you did this. I want to know, Mike, how you managed to take these steps at giving yourself your own suggestions. And I want to know a little bit more about this new history of you being a problem solver. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to know more about how you did it. And I'd like to know more about what it reflects on you as a person, because it just doesn't fit with this old picture of you.
now because when I go in the service, they are going to demand that stuff.
Right.
And I already filled out a slip and sent it in.
Can I tell you what I understand now? I asked you, well, how did you manage to get your life organised? And you've told me that it's because you've become a more forward-looking person. Is that right? Mm-hmm. So, what are you a person that's more able to take care of your own future than you were? You are. Mm-hmm. You see, that helps me understand how you became organised.
Yeah,
I'd like to understand more about that, and maybe I could give some of my questions to David, and he might catch up with you about that. I'd also like to know a little bit more about how you've shifted from a family that was oppressed to a family that's making it their business to protest and to intervene in situations. I'm not going to find that out right now, unfortunately, because it does reflect on you as a family, and I'm not going to find out about that. It's happened before? Okay, all right. Which of those comments interested you? Can you remember any particular comment that interested you more than the others?
About them talking about they noticed me talking about growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Was that helpful that they noticed that you were growing up? Was that helpful?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And was
I
it
wish more
helpful?
people were like that.
Pardon?
I wish more people were like that.
Was that helpful?
Yes, it was helpful.
It was helpful.
Yeah.
What was it helpful that other people who have been an audience here can appreciate these developments? Was that
Yes,
helpful?
yes.
Okay. How do you think that's helpful? How do you think that sort of thing could be helpful? Dan?
Well, it means that other people are interested in what happens
Yeah.
in families or in situations.
Okay. And is that confirming for you, or is it?
Yes, yes it is.
I'd just like to ask a couple more questions and make a couple of comments. Okay. Debbie, today we've explored lots of new possibilities, and I've heard about how it's now possible for you and your brother to win your relationship back from this bickering. Okay. And I wondered whether or not this has affected your picture of your brother at all. Some of the notes that I've written down I'll give to David, and David might have them typed up and sent to you. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Could we maybe put some of these notes together and send them to the family? They reflect my friends might like to be involved in that too. Would you like a letter from us?
Yeah.
That is a bit like a summary of today's meeting. Would that be helpful
Yeah.
to you?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be helpful. All right.
Mike,
No, Mike, I have to stop, unfortunately. So I'd just like to make a comment about this picture. One of my friends mentioned something that triggered off a thought in me. They were saying something about how you didn't accept this picture that other people had of your son. You saw through it. Mm-hmm. Is that clear? You saw through it. Now, this picture of Mike didn't blind you, did it?
No.
You didn't allow this picture of Mike to blind you.
No.
And I wondered what steps you could take to organise for other people to get this new picture of Mike. And that's something I think David might talk with you about. Mm-hmm. Okay. Would you be interested in talking? Would it be helpful if some other people around the place were put in touch with this new picture of Mike?
Yes.
Would that be helpful?
Yes.
Okay, because you didn't... I'm going to stop asking questions. What I'm going to suggest is that you get together and you work out a good idea for making sure that this picture fades away. And that David Epstein was here from New Zealand and he's quite well known for the celebrations that he has with the families that he sees. And if this was David Epstein, he would join you in a celebration, and he'd probably bake a cake and bring the cake along, and there'd be some ritual in which something was done to make sure that this picture faded away. And in this celebration, Mike would be his job to put other people in touch with a new picture of himself as a person. Okay? So Mike would have to put together this new story about him as a person, maybe with David's help. So if this was David Epstein, you might be having a celebration with him, and he might bake a cake, and Mike might have some things to say about this old picture of himself and how it's different from the new picture of himself as a person. Now, would you like to do something like that?
It's based.
Would you like to join with that, David?
I would love to do that.
Okay.
yes.
I just wondered what sort of magical thing we could do with this picture, what you could do as a family that would be sort of like magical and be helpful in relation to making sure that this picture stays in the shadow of the new picture. And what could we do that might help this picture fade
I got an idea.
in the radiance of this new picture?
I got an idea.
Yeah, what's your idea?
How about thrash that picture?
Have a what?
Thrash it.
What
You
does
know,
that
like put
mean?
it through a shredding machine,
Through a shredding machine?
or throw it away secretly, or burn it secretly.
Burning it secretly?
No,
What ideas do you have?
Like, take it to a, you know, in those camera shops?
Yeah?
They have a Fox, it's a Photoshop in the mall. Take it to the mall and have it cut out so
Okay,
it no
all right.
longer exists.
What about the two of you? What sorts of ideas do you have about making sure that this picture fades and the brilliance of this new picture?
Just either throw it in the trash or put it in the back of the photo album or something.